The scene is set in an old, disused scrapyard down on the dockside. Lysander steps into the scrap, followed by Terrasius Cole, and he turns to him and says, "Yep, this is the place. Nobody around. Lots of material to use."
So what's so special about this place, Lysander?
Well, if I'm gonna be teaching you potence, we can't have any mortals looking at us now, can we?
No, I don't suppose that would be a good idea.
Let's find something suitable. He walks around a bit, looking at the piles of trash, and after a few minutes of looking, he finds an old car with no wheels. It's a rusted-out shell. Okay.
I already know how to drive, Lysander.
Oh, I know. Stand in front, would you?
Yeah. What exactly are we doing with this car, Lysander?
Okay. I'm gonna push this car at you, and you're gonna try to stop me. He stretches a little bit and leans one hand on the back of the car. Ready?
I don't want to hurt you, Lysander.
Hey. Don't worry about it. He'll start pushing, and a horrible grinding sound occurs in the scrapyard as the car starts to move towards Paul.
Terrasius Cole looks to both directions, making sure there's no passerbys as the car kind of brushes up against his thighs, and he puts both hands on the hood and begins to exert his strength.
Not bad. You gotta put all your will into it. Forget about that pain in your arms. Focus on moving the car.
Well, I'm trying to keep the car from moving. And
Good. Not bad. He puts his hand on the car and pushes it rear ground. Just a few meters, about 20 centimeters forward. A few hours of training of car, and Lysander, looking a little bit tired, just reaches into his jacket and has a little sip. You like them?
no. No, thank
Right.
you, Lysander.
Okay.
I prefer my drinks fresh from the vessel.
Fair enough. Are you ready?
Yeah, my hands are a little tore up from this grill, but
Take a
yeah,
minute if you need to.
And Terrasius Cole looks down at his bloody hands and wills the blood of the ancients through to his fingertips, and his hands begin to smooth over and turn a bright red and then seem to dull to a normal flesh tone.
Alright. Everything you got this time.
And before Lysander begins to push, Terrasius Cole leaps forward and starts pushing at the car.
Very good. I think you just might have it. Lysander puts a hand under the back of the car and flips it over onto its side. There you go. Now, the car has tumbled over onto Terrasius Cole, leaving him pinned on the hood. Now, you might not be able to get this, but you're gonna have to try.
That car is too heavy, Lysander.
He he waits a minute to just to see how far he can clear it, and after a minute
Terracius
approaches.
Cole exerts with all his might, and you see his eyes begin to flare a deep red as he's pushing at the car as it begins to raise an inch or two.
Very good. Do you want me to get that?
No.
No.
Yeah, get it. Get it off me.
Lysander casually walks over, using Slurry to make sure it doesn't take too long, over to the car and lifts it up far enough for Terracius to roll out from underneath. Come on.
Ugh. Couldn't you have picked a foreign car to throw on me?
He drops the car, making it make a large crash that hits the ground. So, there you go.
Yeah. I thought you said this was gonna be easy.
I never said that. Not once. I said it was going to be easy for me.
Very well, Lysander.
So, about that fortitude training you had in mind. Meet me back here tomorrow night?
Yeah. I think that'll work just fine, Lysander.
A night has passed, and Lysander returns to the junkyard. And he looks around, looking for Cole, seeing if he's there already.
And Cole is perched atop a pile of automobiles, and he's on all fours, and his red, fiery eyes are lit as he scans the horizon.
Cole?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
He leaps down and lands on 2 feet and kind of falls forward and catches himself with his right hand. The leap is easily perhaps 20, 25 feet, and dust billows up as he as his feet impact the ground. Terracius Cole heads over to, looks like a burn barrel, perhaps, that some homeless had been using earlier, and holds his hands out in front of the flames.
Feel that, Lysander. Warm hands.
Take another step forward and examine the fire carefully and just...
Terracius Cole reaches into his pocket in his coat and procures a cigarette and pops it in his mouth and leans casually over the burn barrel to light it.
Okay. Is this really necessary?
Would you like a cigarette, Lysander?
I'm okay, thank you. So what's the plan here?
You see this burn barrel, Lysander? It's a lot like that car you introduced me to yesterday.
Okay, fast. What do you need me to do?
Just reach your hands out, feel the warmth of the fire.
Put his hands near the fire, just ready to withdraw at any second.
Just feel the warmth.
And Terracius Cole kind of circles around the barrel, so he's facing Lysander from the opposite side of the barrel.
Okay. Okay, I feel the warmth. What are you getting?
And Teresius Cole reaches forward and grabs Lysander's hands.
Okay. You feel that heat now?
Yes.
And he begins to lower Lysander's hands closer and closer to the flames.
Fuck. Ah, God. You see Lysander's start to sweat blood as he focuses on not wrenching his hands out of your grasp, and another few hours of grueling, horrifying training have passed, and Lysander sits on the floor, focusing all the blood into his hands to clean the half-ashed, half-bleeding remnants of what used to be working hands. Okay. Ready.
You want to try using your feet instead?
I think I'd rather pass on that one. I'd like to be able to get out as quickly as possible.
Very well.
Teresius Cole seems to have another cigarette in his mouth for some reason, and he looks down into the burn barrel and looks up at Lysander in the eye and says,
Okay. You need to do this kind of fast.
and he reaches in to the barrel very quickly and grabs a hold of a hot ash of a burning ember, and he brings it to his face and lights a cigarette and then tosses it away.
Ah! Oh, that wasn't fast enough, Lysander.
Alright.
Perhaps you can do better.
He takes a deep, though unnecessary breath and inspects the barrel for a second. Okay. He jets his hand in as quickly as possible, grasping a hold of a bunch of ash, and lifts it out and stares at his hand for a second in wonderment as to how he hasn't dropped it, and then scatters it onto the ground. Takes a look at his hand, revealing only minor burns and some pretty serious blistering.
See, you're getting the hang of it.
Excellent. Excellent.
You're taking to this training quite well, Lysander. Perhaps you were a gangrel.
People have told me that before, though, alas, that stopped them. Alas, that never allowed them to teach me any of your, more private tricks. One day, perhaps.
Perhaps.